Hi everyone! So we are in a new time zone for these streams. I forgot to pull out my Apple Pencil. Let me know how this time works for you guys. Still a work in progress to find out what the good time is for these YouTube streams, but I thought I'd give this one a try. See how it goes. As always, let me know if you can see and hear okay. I had some trouble just now getting the stream to actually start. YouTube was saying like it wasn't enough video. It was so weird, but it seems fine. I'm good. How are you, Karina? So weird. YouTube showing me all kinds of like just now there was 5 watching and then 2 and then 1 is like, okay, make up your mind, YouTube. Okay, let me just double check everything's okay. Or is the stream reconnecting? Is that the problem? Okay, no, it says stream is healthy. I probably shouldn't look at this. Never mind. Oh. Good, did some cleaning around my room after class. Oh, nice. Did you do like a lot of cleaning or just some straightening up? I actually need to clean too. I've been thinking a while that I really need to go through my clothes again and put some stuff away. So this is an overview for anybody who's watching for the first time, watching the replay or whatever. I'm just going through and trying to work on these drawings for these witches. I'm trying to make them all the sketches. I want all the sketches done before I continue because I just want to make them as good as possible and keep them cohesive. So this is the first drawing. This is the first witch. This is the second witch, which still has some work in progress. Sorry, I'm having hiccups while we're talking. This is the third witch, which also I still need to finish. I haven't touched those two for a while. And now we're working on this kitchen witch, which we did a lot of work on in Twitch this Wednesday. So it might look different if you've only been watching the YouTube streams. And we pretty much finished this sketch for the plant witch. I don't think I can think of anything else to put into it. It's very rough still compared to the other two. Actually, this one's quite rough. So a lot will be worked out in the line art. Let me know if everything's okay with the video and all. I just saw it kind of fluctuate just then. So I guess we'd be working on this one today. Suzette, hi, how are you? Welcome. Straightened out, but I took a pause because I might have to do little by little to be 100% sure. Oh, I know that. I know what that's like. Like, sometimes I need to do a few clean outs of my stuff before I decide to get rid of something or keep something or put in storage. Because, like, you know, it's like, you know, you kind of don't want it, but you don't want to get rid of it also. So that's like my in-between pile. Usually by the second time I clean, I'm like, all right, I don't really need this. But I need time to think about it, you know? Do you ever do that? So yeah, we're working on this kitchen witch. There's a lot unfinished, so I want to refine some things. I think that I haven't erased her body under her skirt yet. That's something I need to do. And I think I need to make her torso bigger. I tried to do that off screen and like it was a little complicated, so we'll tackle it today. First timer, well, very welcome, very welcome. So yes, let's work on these witches. As I don't always usually say it in the stream, but I'm using the iPad 2017 with the first gen pencil to do these sketches. I've been really enjoying just sketching digitally because it's just so much easier to manipulate things and move them around. But the rest of this will be done traditionally. I'll be doing the inking. I'll print out all the sketches and ink traditionally, and then I'll be doing watercolor for the colors. So all of that is still to come. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Let's see. Which layer is everything on? It's the body face. Did I miss it? Where's... Okay. So this is the body. This is the dress. So I want the body first. Okay. My layers are quite messy. Just see what that looks like first. Not quite what I want. It's a little bit better, right? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yes, that's very much me when it comes to cleaning and organizing. Yeah, relatable. Beautiful face on the witch. This was my question. If you could print from there, that's an awesome device. Yeah, like all you have to do is you have to send the drawing. You have to save it off in the program, send it somewhere, and then bring it to your computer. What I do is I use Google Drive. Let me show you. So this one, Google Drive, there's all kinds of stuff in here because I just save off all of my Procreate stuff into here, and then like I open it up on my computer, and I also have Google Drive in my browser, and I just download it to my computer, and then I print from there. So that's my workaround. I'm not sure if there's an easier way to get it onto your computer directly, but this works really well for me. I love the cat. I have several cats. Ooh, you are very welcome here. We are cat lovers for sure. If you feel like spamming pictures of your cats, feel free to check the video description. There's a link to my Discord. I love seeing people's pets in the pets what's it called, chat, the pets chat in Discord. You're very welcome to upload photos of them so we can awe at them. 6 inside and 2 outside. Wow, that is a full house. Oh, 1 foster. Wow, you're so sweet. That's so sweet. You can foster cats too. That's great. I think I'd be terrible. I'd be a fail foster. Every time I see a cat on the street, if they're like too affectionate, I'm like, that's it. We should just bring it home. My husband's like, no. Okay, so I made the torso a bit bigger. It's pretty good. I should erase the body under the dress so I can get more used to it. I should erase everything under the dress. You okay? Sorry, my husband was closing my door, so I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure if I want these for the plant witch. Her puffy sleeves, because I love them puffy sleeves, is see-through. I want it to be see-through. So I wonder if I should have them be see-through for her. I think I do want them to be see-through because I kind of like the shape. Undo? Are you gonna undo? Oh no, I lost it. Okay, we'll just draw it in. Kind of like the shape of seeing the arm through for this one. Let me check the chat. Sorry if I'm slow when it comes to the chat. There's actually quite a bit of a delay before I see the messages. Two birds and 3 dogs. Wow, you've got like a zoo. That's great. Oh, and you help run a rescue? Oh my god, you're amazing. That's great. That's really great. I used to volunteer at a rescue when I was a kid. Like when I was really young. I really loved it. Because back then we couldn't have any animals, and I really love animals. I'm wondering if I should just flatten the layers. Where did this thing come from? I might flatten the layers. Let me see what's on here. This is just the outfit. I like the outfit, so I don't need to change it. So it would just be easier. What was that? Let me see what happens if I... Okay, merge down, merge down. Okay, that's easier. I don't think I need this anymore. Delete. That was the first layer. This is the basket. Okay, I'll keep the background separate because then it just makes it easier. You know what? So I'm just cleaning up this area, cleaning up the layers so I can make easier sense of it. I think I had made this layer thicker. Or is it already thicker? I guess that was already thicker. Okay. Let me catch up with chat. Oh wow, how long have you been? Oh yeah, that's a question for someone else. These drawings are great. I could make a story for them. Aw. Well, feel free to imagine a story. That's totally fine. Wow, we started 8 months ago and already found homes for 200 animals. Oh, that's amazing. Good job, Suzette. That's amazing. These drawings would go into children's book for sure. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, I feel like these two especially are more like full, but it's making me a little worried because I feel like I now need to go back into these and fill it out more because they're a little bit more just plain. So I need to think about that. That's something that has made me stop and think. But for a lot of them, I'm not sure how I could add more to it. Okay, why am I not being mirrored? Program, get with it. All right, it's just slow. I think I'm having some issues with my connection today. Yeah, I need to think about that. But I don't want to just not do these two. I really like how they're coming along. I swear we added more bulk to the table, did we not? Did I erase it somehow while I was going through the layers? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so we should be on layer 1. I'm just adding some lines where the skirt like is folded over kind of thing, just so I know for later where to put the lines. And I'm just cleaning up her leg a little bit. It makes the line art easier if I have it cleaner. Where is this? It must be on this layer, right? No? There we go. Someone's ringing our doorbell. My husband must have ordered food because he's not responding to it. Weird. Ah, the shoes. Can work on the shoes. Probably should have done that before I merged the layers. Has anyone seen anything good? Like any good TV shows or Netflix shows? Have you thought about creating a story for your drawings? Not really. Not really. I just kind of wanted to do something good first. Like, I just wanted to draw some witches doing something with an element, and my goal right now is just to work harder to get a more good drawing, if you know what I mean. Like, put more effort into it. I just wanted to do a good series that is cohesive as well. And I love drawing witches. Last night I was flipping channels and I saw this drama on the Japanese channel. We have a Japanese channel here, where it was turns out to be the life of Ayumi Hamasaki. I think I'm saying that right. think it's Hamasaki. Anyway, she's like a pop star, and they made like a drama out of her career starting / love life. It was actually pretty decent, but it was also kind of weird, and I didn't like the ending. But it's nice to see a Japanese drama. It's so hard to see them anymore. Like, they have a lot on the Japanese channel that's like more like cop drama or psychological drama or like doctor dramas, and I don't like those at all. So I'd prefer like the happier dramas. Like, there was a drama before I really loved called Attention Please, which was about like a girl becoming a airline airline stewardess. And another drama I really loved was I think it was like My Boyfriend's a Robot. I think it's based on a manga, and it was like this girl got this boyfriend robot that she had to pay back, and it was just like the best. I love that story so much. I wish I could find more dramas like that. Tilt that a little bit. Me. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. She was waiting outside the door. Up. She is so noisy today. She normally doesn't meow for me. She's very stingy, but this morning she just kept all day. Apparently she's not done. She has a lot to say today. Oh, heavy. It's heavy. I found the chat. Hi. How are you? How's your evening going? I haven't gotten a chance to watch anything. The most I did was listen to K-pop and watch old K-dramas or see any new ones. Hard to find good ones for me. Yeah, I have a hard time finding good K-dramas too. Although they're very ample here. Very ample. Like, a lot of people seem to like it. Absolute Boyfriend. Yeah, that was it. Absolute Boyfriend. I forgot they made it into a drama. I only read the manga. Oh, the drama is so good. I really enjoyed it. I should rewatch that. I know they made a Taiwanese version of it later. You know, I tried to watch the Taiwanese dramas, and something about it always makes me feel like really, like the drama is really long. I don't know. I guess I'm more bored by it. I do believe there was one I liked though. I think it was the manga where the girl becomes a boy to get into the school to convince the guy to go back to the high jump. I forget what that was called. Kitty, yeah. Bailey wants your attention. Yeah, she really, really, really does. She's now laying on the box that we had the kitty cam last week on Twitch. This last Wednesday on Twitch, she's doing the same. She's sitting in the same position. Black on YouTube was Korean and really good. Black, I haven't heard of that one. A woman who can see how someone will die and a death and supernatural mysterious. Oh. Yeah, they have a lot of those. I tried to watch one Korean drama recently. There was a really good one. I think it was like My Girlfriend's a Robot or something, where the girl pretends to be a robot for the guy who has a skin allergy. He can't touch people. That one was good, but I kept getting migraines watching it. I think it just was too much reading. I don't know. It was just weird. And then I tried to watch one where the guy was like death or something. It's a really popular one. I just can't remember its name. I watched a Spanish novella called El Clone. Oh, that sounds nice. She wants to be on the video, yeah. The clone. That sounds a lot like the robot dramas and stuff too. I've watched some Spanish kids shows on Netflix here, like Violetta, I think is the one, and the other one was pretty good. It's like kind of like just, I've seen like 2 or 3 Spanish dramas where it's like they're in Argentina, I think, and they go to a school for music, and then there's a bunch of interpersonal dramas, and I kind of enjoy those. Okay, so we fixed the lines of the outfit. My husband ordered Korean food again. We should fix the... Oh, Karina, after you mentioned the perspective drawing thing, I actually went and tried to figure it out, and I still don't get it. I didn't realize they had moved it into the drawing guide. I didn't realize they moved everything here because symmetry, perspective, I don't even know what isometric is. Before, I'd only done 2D grid. I didn't know. But apparently this one's the perspective. But I have to do a vanishing point. I need to learn perspective, to be honest. I guess the vanishing point... What is the vanishing point on a person? Like here? Or is there multiple vanishing points? See, this is the background. Do another layer for the background because I want to make this thing actually straight. Perspective is one of those things that like I had seen a bunch of videos for and I saved them and I just never watched them. Somehow I'm just not motivated to learn it. Let's see if that's straight. Nope. Let me see. I don't like happy endings in dramas most of the time just because they always change the story because of what fans want instead of the original plot. Yeah, that's fair. If the story originally had like a different ending, there's no point to change it. My girlfriend is a robot. I love the main actor in it. Yeah, I really like the actors for that one too. It was about 2 brothers that didn't know that they were brothers, and the mom didn't know she had twins. It was weird. How did you not know you had twins? That is weird. This is crazy. Some K-dramas have bittersweet endings, which either are okay endings or confusing because of so much changes made in it. Yeah. Oh good, you're getting it. It might be harder to set the perspective, but it might be either a 2 or... Oh, you can do... No, I've heard that term before. I get it now. Like there's multiple points that you place. Huh. Yeah, I really gotta learn that, to be honest. I prefer happy endings though for myself. I like I'm like I grew up on Disney, so I want everything to be happy at the end. I feel kind of like bad when somebody doesn't get a happy ending at the end. Like I was telling you guys, I keep watching Big Bang Theory because that's like my comfort show right now. I just keep rewatching that. I always feel like bitter about the ending because I feel like some characters got shafted. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe I need to stay. Yeah, that looks straight. Okay. So I can go in and erase the messy one. Kind of imagine these are like really rough kind of like wood block shelves attached to the wall. I've seen a video where somebody was putting up those kind of shelves recently. Something kind of homey and earthy. I'm making these like plant pots, but maybe they should be jars. Yeah, they should be jars. Because why would you put plants up that high? What shape of jar should it be? She was asleep for the birth, I guess. Yeah, I guess she'd have to be like knocked out or something. Otherwise, let me go back. They were raised apart. But still, how did she not know she had twins? Because if she knew, there wouldn't be a story. That's why. I don't mind happy endings. I just don't like when it's forced. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, even if there was one character in the drama that did the most horrible things and suddenly chummy at the end. Oh, yeah, can we talk about Harry Potter and Snape? At the end, suddenly we were a big fan of Snape. And it's like, bullshit. He was an asshole throughout the whole story. Sorry for cursing a little bit. Like, and you're just gonna forgive him because he, like, cried a little bit when he died? Like, no. Nah. Not happening. I just find it weird because I would assume the doctor told her she's gonna have twins, but that might be me thinking too much. Oh yeah, that's true. They never said that part, so it left you wondering. Oh my gosh. I just found it weird because I would have. Oh yeah, I already read that. Like a flour jar or cookie jar. Yeah. It was all in Spanish, so I didn't get that. But she was really shocked when she found out. Yeah, I would be too if you're like, I was having one baby and two baby came out. I gotta look up reference. I need to see what these jars look like. Oops. Oh, I got a message, but I think the person figured it out. Okay. Let's see, jars. Just gonna Google jars. Oh, I keep seeing these videos. Like, apparently there's like a whole sector of YouTube where people just go shopping and they record themselves shopping, and it's actually kind of nice for people like me who don't live in America anymore, and I kind of miss it. So I get to see like them shopping. Like, I don't watch just any of them. I watch Halloween shopping because that's something I miss terribly about America, is going to Halloween, like going to stores and seeing the Halloween stuff is what I mean. And I always drool and then get a little bit sad over like the little cute jars and like cute decorations that they seem to go to some place called Home Goods. I don't even know if that existed in my hometown. But like sometimes they'll go to Michael's, Target, that kind of thing. I can understand those. Michael's always had the coolest stuff for Halloween, even back when I lived in the US, but it was always so expensive. Like, really expensive. So you're like, God, I should just make it myself. Oh, a mason jar. This one looks weird. Let's get rid of that. These lines are pretty thick. See if I can draw this. Just a little thing on this side. Kind of a thick area here. A little clip, another thingy, and the last thingy. Not too familiar with mason jars. We don't have many of them, and I don't think I have any of them. Although I'm not sure about the circles being in the right spot. Yeah, I live in Singapore. Originally, I'm from Pennsylvania, and I moved to Singapore. Let's see. I had an issue with he was okay if James and Harry died, but not Lily. Yes, that too. And we're supposed to all be like, oh, but he was helping Harry all along. Bullshit. He didn't mind if he died. He constantly tried to get him expelled. Like, you really think he cared? Dude, and his relationship with Lily was just obsessive and kind of creepy. And we're supposed to be like, oh, but he loved her so much. And it's like, yeah, oh, but the stalker really loved that actress too before he killed her. Make it potion bottles, yeah. I should look up potion bottles too. I've been watching recently bedroom makeovers on YouTube. Oh, really? That sounds cute. Are things less expensive there? Oh, no. Singapore is more expensive. I don't know why. Well, I guess I do know why. It's like it's an island country, so everything's a bit further away. It's kind of like Australia. Australia's like so distant from everywhere else that everything needs to be brought in, and the land is like really limited here, so everything gets really expensive because of import fees, and then like rental, like just housing and rental is really expensive here. And they have this thing where you have to buy this piece of paper to drive a car, kind of like in America we have tax and title, but the tax and title here is like more expensive than the car most of the time. So a car is like $100,000 or something, like 80,000 just for like a normal car. It's just, it's very expensive. And a lot of the stuff that they bring over is really expensive too. Like sometimes I see Halloween stuff here, but it's like dollar store stuff, but they're charging like $5-10 for it. So I'm always like really wanting good quality Halloween stuff. You just can't get it here because it's not really a popular holiday. I think it's just something fun that people would do if they feel like it, but otherwise they don't really care. I mean, technically that's the same in America, but they also treat Christmas that way here. I think many, not all, some people actually are like Christian, so they celebrate it, but some people like treat it as like, oh, I'll participate in Christmas because it's fun if I have time. So it gets to be a little bit of a downer. It doesn't have the same feel as when you're in America, those two holidays, so sometimes I get bummed out at this time of year. Let's see, potion jars. Is it potion jars? Potion bottles? Oof, so no trick or treat. Oh, no. I don't think I've seen some neighbors do like limited trick-or-treating just for fun between certain predetermined households, like between their friends kind of thing. And sometimes I've heard of little like Halloween events for kids, but not like in the US. Like, you don't see big bags of candy that you have to buy to give out or anything like that. Okay, now I'm looking at potion bottles. Oh yeah, this is cute with like the little written labels on the front. I like that. Yeah, I'll use this for inspiration. It's really cute. Basilisk scales. Oh, that's cute. See, every time I see the prices of the bottles at Michael's, I'm like, I should just make it myself. This person looks like they did. Just like, forget it, Michael's. I'm not spending $20 for an empty bottle. Maybe I shouldn't make it so tall. Don't want it to be like off the screen. I know Japan takes it to an extreme for scaring people. Yeah, and you know what? Some of the Halloween stuff that I bought is all from Japan. But it's not always tasty. Like some of the candies. A lot of it is from Japan. I always dress up. Oh, nice. I used to like celebrating Halloween with my friend when we were younger, trick-or-treating, then watch movies when we came back. Oh, that sounds so nice. What kind of movies did you watch? And Suzette, what kind of outfit do you like to dress up in the most? I used to always dress up as a witch. Me too. I get bummed out and I'm still in America. It's the season. Yeah. I dress and hand out candy. Yeah, that's what I did the last few years I was in the US. It's like, at least you get to dress up and hand out candy. Okay, try this again. Oops. I am on the correct layer, right? I want this one to be a bigger bottle. Every time I do the top part, it looks kind of weird. This bottle's in a different angle from the other bottle. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna fuss so much. How close are we to October now? I really want these to be starting to ink by October. It's just been taking me so long to finish the sketches. It's crazy. I wanted to get more work done on it yesterday, but it wasn't feeling well suddenly. It was so weird. The Disney Halloween movies, Nightmare Before Christmas or Harry Potter. Oh, nice. A witch with creepy green skin. Oh, nice. I don't mind scary movies, but my friends can't handle them. Yeah, I'm not a scary movie person. I like to watch like cartoon specials around Halloween. I think they're really cute when like they do cartoon Halloween episodes. I wonder if I should draw scarecrows again for October. Not really into doing ink toner. I'm not sure if you made that typo or is it intentional. I think it's kind of funny, ink toner. But a personal series of myself, I have another idea I need to sketch out. Maybe it'd be good to try the personal series because like you did the crows before, right? So maybe like try something new. Or if you could start trying it, if you don't like it, you go back to the crows. Sorry, scarecrows. I knew there was something wrong when I was saying that. Or you could incorporate both. They could be scarecrows in the new story or something. I really need to draw other type of objects more often. It's actually pushing me in a good way. Isn't that magic? Love that. Now we have a perfect circle. I'm on a really tall one. Tall, thin one. Maybe it's better to do like cute labels like that one had, not just like whole across labels. That one got lower and lower on the shelf. Okay, I can adjust that. Dude, I hate when it does that. Okay, wrong layer. No shortcut for me. Come on. Guys, I'll be right back. Oops. Sorry. Okay, never mind. I thought my husband was leaving for work, but he's just taking a call. Is the book floating in the air? Yes. Yes, the book is floating. I'm bad at drawing faces. I'm better at abstract drawings. Yeah, for me, I'm better at faces than drawing like objects. Because I never practiced drawing objects. It got auto-corrected. It didn't recognize Inktober. Okay. For a second, I thought maybe you were typing Inktoner on purpose, because some people like refuse to call it Inktober. I tend to draw scarecrows out of habit, like you draw witches. Yeah, or mermaids. Yeah, I know what you mean. They're my go-to when I don't know what to draw at times. Oh, okay. Faces can be tricky, yeah. Faces just take some practice, and it's good to have, like, grids. Like, it's actually good to learn the way they teach, like, drawing realistically in a way, because I always tend to use a grid to try to line things up. And then it still can be wonky at times. Okay, I don't know what it is, but every time I put, like, a tip like that, it looks weird to me. Even though that's how bottles work. Maybe I should put like a ball on top. Kind of like the idea of like having stoppers on top of the bottles. Just trying to fix the form of this one. It just keeps bugging me. That's a bit better. Although now this first jar looks totally out of place. So maybe that's gotta go. It's getting hot in here. This one also looks a bit weird, this part. Don't know if that's better. For Halloween, I really like to watch, there's this very, very old Disney cartoon for Halloween that's probably made in like the 70s or earlier, probably earlier, but it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie go trick-or-treating at Donald's house, and he like kicks them out. I think he's dressed as a devil or something, and some witch helps him get revenge, and I love that cartoon. I don't know why. It's just the style of it is so cute. I love to watch that every year. See, we have tall shape, round shape, and maybe like this type of shape bottle. The potion number 9 type shape, if my memory serves me correctly. Kind of want to do like fancy stoppers on top. Something like that. I love that one. Oh, cool. You guys remember that? I love that one. I don't know what it's called, but it's great. Sometimes I find it on YouTube to watch. It's just some of the old style cartoons and stuff. I just love the style. Just like I always love the books The Worst Witch, and I just really love the art style of the little illustrations they put in, how scratchy the ink lines are. Love that style. Okay, so that one looks pretty good. That shelf is good. Let's try to do the same for this shelf. think I need a thicker one. I guess that one's just easier to make straight because it's like right next to her. This one can be plants. I want them to be like little herbs. Like kitchen herbs. Something you'd have growing. So you can chop them and cook. But what? Let's look up some herbs. So how are you guys liking this time for the streams? This one's the same time as what time I go live on Twitch on Wednesdays. So I wanted to give it a try because I always have more energy during the day for me. Let's see. Herbs. I don't know if I need to look up like potted herbs. Basil, thyme, sage. Sage or green onion would work for this spot. But green onion's not very, like, witchy. Sage sounds witchy. Anybody have any suggestion for herbs that are, like, very witchy? But are still, like, something you'd see in a kitchen? To be more specific, like potted sage. Actually, it looks so different from the first drawing I saw. It's so weird. Maybe rosemary, sage, aloe. Oh yeah, we have aloe in the other drawing. Time, yeah. 11 p.m. for me. It's 1 in the morning here. Time for me to go to bed. Oh. Well, if you gotta go, that's okay. Get some sleep. It was really nice chatting with you, though. You must be on the East Coast. What's the name of the tablet you're using, and what's the name of the program, if you don't mind? Oh yeah, sure. This is the I'm using the iPad Pro 2017. It's like the first iPad Pro in the 10.5 inch, and this is the original Apple Pencil, and the program is Procreate. I really love Procreate. It's like you pay once and then you just get all the updates. Super, super worth it. The drawing makes me want to write a story. Feel free to write it, and if you joined our Discord, you could share it with us. I'd love to see that. But yeah, if you're ever inspired by the drawings, that's totally fine. Go for it. Write something. I have an older sister who's always writing, so I'm used to people writing stories based on my drawings sometimes. Let's see. Oh, I missed some chat. Sorry. I miss when Disney was creative back then. Unfortunately, now it's remake everything, live for copyright, or live for copyright. Still upset when what they did to Mulan. Didn't watch it, but I heard it was bad. I heard it was bad too, but I'm gonna reserve judgment until I watch it. But I thought that maybe you could just watch it online, but it seems like you have to pay $20 to watch it online. And in here, I'm not even sure if here they have it online because they've been advertising go watch it in theaters. But I'm not going to movie theater at this point in how things are. That's like the worst thing you can do. Okay, so I need to find some better pictures of Sage or Time. These pictures look really hard to draw. I'm not sure if it's even correct. Sage plant, maybe it's... Okay, these are a little bit easier. Seems like they have a pattern. It's like one big leaf, small leaf here, small leaf here, big leaf. I don't know if this is just how it looks in this one picture or they all look like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like that. Maybe I should try Pinterest. Let's see. For some things, like, when I look at it, I can understand it. Other things, when I look at it, I'm just like, I don't even know where to start, if you guys know what I mean. Like, I need someone to break it down for me. Maybe that's where it's easier if you see it in real life. Because then you can touch it and move it and find out what one stem looks like. But on photos, sometimes it's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. How do I draw that? Okay, I'm gonna try a different plant. Rio, how are you? Welcome. Let's see. Let me check what the messages were while I was. Good night, everyone. Hugs. Good night, Suzette. See you next time, hopefully. Have a good night. Here it's Disney Plus for $30 to watch and keep. Wow, $30. Yikes. Looking for a fog leaf. If it weren't night, I'd go snap photos in my backyard. Hey, Rio, if you haven't already, feel free to join my Discord. There's a link in the video description where you can join. Because, like, if you post photos of plants, I would love that. And you could post it in the Discord. Black out this shape. It helps a lot to get the feel. Yeah. Good. And you, what plants are you looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for herbs to put behind her, like growing in this pot. Because she's like a kitchen witch. I don't know how long you've been watching, but we're trying to sketch out this kitchen witch, and I want her to have like 2 little like herbs the kitchen herbs to put here that are kind of witchy. And I was gonna draw sage, but I'm looking at photos of sage and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. So now I'm looking for something a bit more simple. Like I was saying, like, and maybe if I had the plant in real life, I could like touch it and move the leaves so I could see what one stem looks like, so it'd be easier. But in these photos, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of leaves. I don't usually, if you need fig tree pics, I can. Basil is easy. Oh, basil? Okay, I'll look up basil. But yeah, anybody watching, if they want to join my Discord, I would love that because I've been really enjoying Discord. You can share your pet photos and you can share your artwork there too. And you can post about stuff you're watching or music you're listening to. It's fun. It's very casual though. You can just post when you feel like. Let's see, what was that again? Basil. And of course I mistyped it. Basil potted. Usually I just get those dried shaker herbs. So I'm not used to looking at them. Ooh, I like the look of rosemary and thyme though. Ooh, rosemary looks cool. I think rosemary would look good here, or thyme. Wait, let me... My screen is frozen. Please. Pinterest, what are you doing? You see, like, when I see a photo like this, I'm like, where do I start? But it helps when you get a close-up of, like, the one vine. So this one can be small and bushy. Because I had like a really tall one here before, so this kind of works. Goes out like this. Of course, now that I'm drawing, I'm like, yeah, I've seen this before. Just never paid attention to it. That's what's great about this series though, like I'm kind of pushing myself out of my comfort zone and drawing things I don't normally draw, which is really good practice. I really hope that we can finish in time before October finishes so I can do some ink drawing. So that would be nice. And then the plan is after October, as long as this is finished, please let it be finished, we'll be moving on to fairies. I'll be finishing the fairies. Because I was going to walk away from them, but you know, I saw them the other day and I was like, I kind of want to draw these. Okay, we got one herb in. Let's see. Bay leaves are even simpler. Okay. Oh yeah, they are pretty easy to stylize rosemary. Yeah. I took a class where my teacher taught us how to block and stylize plants. Oh, I wish I had that. Guys, I'm gonna be right back for 1 minute, okay? I wanna check to see if my husband's left or not. So I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we have a rosemary and now we need another plant. I've been really enjoying using Procreate's perspective guides. Being able to do 3 in different colors really helps so much. You know, I was telling Karina, I don't actually know how to work it. You guys are better than me. I need to learn perspective, I really do. I only just figured out yesterday how to turn it on because it was in a different spot last time I tried to use it. It's a bit on the screen. But apparently they moved it to the drawing guide over here. And then I had some fun with the symmetry for a while. That was kind of fun. Let's see. But yeah, perspective and Procreate is very nice. Yeah. So we've got rosemary. I had an idea of what else I wanted and I completely forgot it. I definitely wanted something like this shape. I originally thought I was going to put a succulent there, but I want it to be an herb. Let's see. Oh, this plant is very interesting looking. The little circles, like, oh my gosh. I don't think it's an herb, but that is really interesting looking. Healing herbs. That's interesting. Rosemary is one of them. Basil, bay leaf, thyme, fennel. Thyme and fennel and rosemary all look similar in shape, so I don't want that. Oh, mint is really cute. What does mint look like? I'm playing with the... I always play with the lid. I'm always doing this. Sorry if you hear the clicking sound in the stream. Mint. Oh, the picture they showed must have been dried mint. It's not the same. So it's like one vine coming up and then the leaves come off it. I can totally understand now, like, why some people who draw these type of thing a lot will just go and buy the plant. Like it'd be really interesting to see it in person. Like, I don't know if this is working correct at all. Looks a bit messy. Maybe I'll start over. This one has one going this way, one going up, one bunch going this way, and I could do one bunch going that way. So that's the stems. Let me check. Chat. Let's see. My teacher did explain how 2-point is the one people make a common mistake in. You have to have points far away, because if you have the within the canvas, everything will look cramped. Oh, I think it just looks the least interesting. Dead on 1 point offers good focus, and deep 3-point is just fun. I gotta go past 2 a.m. I'll join the Discord though. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for coming in and chatting with us, Rio. I really appreciate it, and we'd love to see you on Discord. So, welcome, welcome. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm kind of happy when people join the Discord because I just find it a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see. The top seems to have like these itty bitty leaves, maybe, and then the bigger leaves coming out. Like that, maybe? It's just very overlappy. Actually, that looks kind of weird. I need more photos. What does mint look like? I've only eaten it. I haven't actually looked at it. I really need a side view. A lot of these are top views. Okay, I'm gonna just label this as good enough. Not sure if I'm not making it sharp enough. You've got lots of leaves overlapping. So we have 2 plants here. We have some jars up here. We have the stuff floating in still. The bag floating up. We have a basket over here, which I'm still a little bit undecided about. I'm not sure if it looks weird being up here. Like maybe if I put like some lines to show, hey, this is the floor. And then like some under her feet. Does that make it look better? I think I better get rid of this grid. I guess that kind of looks better, right? we need to put there's a book and like something here. I forget what that was. And a hanging plant. Maybe we should do the hanging plant first. Plant. Get all the reference looking up stuff out of the way. Oh, they have hanging flowers. I wonder if it should be flowers or just a plant. Flower would probably be distracting. Yay, the berry army slowly grows. Yeah. It looks better. You mean like with the lines? It looks better that way? Sorry, it's so slow. Oh, this is interesting. They have like this net thing that has like fruit in it. I don't think I could draw that properly if I'm being honest though. There's also like this net thing with the bowl inside. It's like a terrarium. That's interesting. But I think it'd be distracting. I don't want to... I don't want the plant to be a focus. I want the plant to just be something in the background just to add more ambiance or something, I guess. Okay, verbs. I'm looking at verbs. I thought I googled this already. Hanging plants indoors. Oh, this circle one is so interesting. I kind of want to do this one. It's like these little circles on this line. The one good thing about doing the fairies will be that it'll go a lot faster. But trying to keep my focus on this first. Because I'm the type where I just like, okay, I want to do this now instead. But I really want to finish this. So we do a line. A few lines. And then there's these circle leaves. I almost feel like I'm cheating when I find something that's just like very simple shapes to get the idea across, but it's like really fun. I think everything can be boiled down to simple shapes, but sometimes I just can't make sense of it when I first look at it, so I need more time to get there. Just erase a bit here so I know that there's like leaves overlapping when I go to do the line art. Okay. You need to be on uniform. I just realized it's kind of weird because the eggs are there and they're also circular. So I'm not sure if it's causing some interruption. I'll worry about it later. I can fuss on that later. I'm gonna have to change the plant. Yeah, with the lines. It's good that... It's good with what you have. Try not to crowd the background. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, crowding it. Reference is not cheating. No. Reference is not cheating. I was just saying sometimes it feels like cheating when I can boil something down into simple shapes. It's like, oh, this is just a circle and a square and I get a background. It's like, you know, it's like so exciting, but it also feels like, oh, it shouldn't be that easy. But no, using reference is very good, and you should use reference because otherwise it'll look probably pretty bad because our memories are not as good as we think they are. I'll probably change this later to a different plant because it might be overpowering, but we'll work on the shelf first as I decide what to do. I definitely don't want to distract with too many details. That would be bad. I just erased a little bit because I feel like this area is already so busy I can't see what lines I'm putting down. Zooming out so I could see better if it's a straight line or not. I mean, it's going to be a straight line because Procreate snaps it straight, but it might be a straight line at the wrong angle. Oh, that is kind of straight line at the wrong angle. You know, the other day me and my husband made all those mooncakes. I feel so bad because I'm sick of eating them already. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. It's making me think more and more it's better to just buy them. Because when you make them, you end up making like over 10 or so. And there's only so many you can eat. So, it was fun to make them though. The best part is pressing them out. And if it wasn't COVID, we would have, you know, given some away to other people. But with COVID, like, I don't even want to try because it's probably a bad idea. Like, here's my germ-filled mooncakes that are uncooked. Enjoy. It's not a good idea. Okay, there's some on this layer. Wait, what did I just say? Just to be clear, I don't have COVID. I'm just saying, like, you know, you never know, so it's not a good idea to be giving out stuff. But just realized that might be taken out of context. I never leave the house. I actually have a chance to leave the house this weekend. I need to go to the art store to get something that I had asked I've been asking for months for this. It's called Holbein multi-sizing, and you use it to put it on your watercolor paper to add the sizing back in. So I've been waiting for it for months, and I really, really need it, but I'm still on the fence whether I should go or I just send my husband to go get it, because I'm higher risk, so I'm not sure if it's safe to just go there, get it, and come home, or if I should just forget it. It would be kind of nice to leave the house, though. They look so delicious. Yeah, they were really good. Just you get tired of them, you know. I guess this is the downside of making so many of anything. Yeah, exactly. Once you get sick of it. Better safe than sorry. I know what you meant, yeah. I know you know what I mean, because I feel like we have, like, a good relationship where we both kind of like, I'm always like that with people. I always, like, try to understand what they mean, even if they mistype or say it wrong. Because I always say things wrong and mistype, so I always try to be that type of person also. But, you know, in case there's someone else watching and they, like, hear me say something stupid and think that I meant it. Yeah, no, I'm just not always very articulate. I don't always say the right thing. It sounds so bad, though. Let's see, layer 6, layer 3. I think layer 6 has the stuff, so I should probably erase the stuff competing with the pumpkin. Because I almost got rid of the pumpkin by accident just now. Okay, back to layer 6. Though we need to... This shelf looks good. I think this shelf might be thicker than the other two. Do you think that matters, or should I make them all the same thickness? It is further, it's closer, so it might appear thicker, do you think? Or do... I'm just gonna see if I should make it thinner. It looks fine, but I just want them all to look the same. Okay, I think freeform is the one I want. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. I've only just realized that freeform is the one where you can make it like shorter or longer without adjusting the height also. And then uniform is what I usually use, but it makes everything the same. Like it moves every side. I can't do this. Hello, how are you? Welcome. And Aaron, welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Maybe send your husband to get it. Yeah, that's what he's kind of decided, but I still was like, oh, I wish I could go out and I wouldn't mind going to the art store, but maybe it's better safe than sorry. I mean, the numbers are pretty low here, but it's still around, so you know how it is. Maybe a little thicker. It's still a little bit thicker, but I'll leave that there for now and work on the books. The books are pretty easy, easy shapes. Wait, we're on the number 6, yeah. Oh, earlier I was, not earlier, it felt like earlier. Last night I went and did some color tests with, you know, I really need to erase, I think. Maybe I'll erase like half of the first layer. I can't really see past. I did some color tests with that drawing that I had shown on Twitch, the color ideas for it. And I realized that the one color I wanted to use, the Pearberrie maroon, it's just it doesn't mix well. Let me show you what I mean. For anybody who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm working on this. This will be a YouTube video. I've already done the drawing and the inking off camera, so I don't have footage for that, but I'll be doing the color on YouTube because I really need to make some YouTube videos. And I had these color studies in Procreate where I took two watercolors that I wanted to work with and used Procreate to plan out what color goes where. And I wasn't sure how they would mix. So I did some mixes here last night. And this is the one color, Mayan Blue, and the other color I picked was Pearberrie Maroon. These are on watercolor. I'll be doing this in watercolor. But the color that they make is very, very desaturated. So I'm thinking I might have to change out the Pearberrie Maroon for something else. Just because I really want it to be a bit darker than that. I'll probably try Alizarin Crimson. Alizarin Crimson. But I cannot say that word. First, and then see if I have any other... I'm sure I have other dark reds. I was obsessed with dark red for a while. And if I can't figure it out, I'll have to change about the Mayan Blue maybe, which will be a sad times. Sad times. I love that color. Okay, so I'm just erasing the first layer a little bit so I can still see the books, but not as much. There we go. Because they're messing me up a bit when I'm trying to get the lines on Procreate. It's probably a good idea to sketch out things in a different color from what you do like a final sketch in, like another layer. I might do that next time. Okay, go a little thicker. We're on layer 6. Try this again. That's the one downside to planing colors in Procreate though. It doesn't always work out in the real world, but it does help a lot. And it doesn't use paper, so it's still good to do. I was thinking of making a video. I meant to make one years ago on how I do that. Eventually I need to figure out how to do it. Herein we also have the smoke in the air to deal with. Oh right! Oh my gosh, how is it at your place? Didn't have an issue breathing with my mask on before until then. My allergies got triggered badly. The pandemic, yeah. And the fires, oh joy. Yeah, I know what you guys mean because I've been seeing a lot of footage of that and I know what it's like because in Singapore a couple years ago was one of the first few years I was here. We had really bad haze. It's called haze here, where there was fires in Indonesia and the smoke blows into Singapore and like the whole island smelled like smoke. Like even inside your house with all the windows closed, everything shut, your house still kind of smells like smoke. And I think the PM 2.5 was really, really high, like 400 at one point. And like everything shut down. It was so bad and you had to wear a mask everywhere. Just to block out the PM 2.5 from getting to your lungs, and people were getting sick. So I could imagine what it's like there when you're so much closer to the fires. Like that's crazy. Do be careful because you can get really sick if the 2.5 gets into your lungs and stuff. They even had like subsidized medical for a while, like you could see a doctor for free if it was related to the fire or the haze. Same with like COVID. We had that where any like possible COVID symptoms you would get like very cheap or free medicine for it. I actually counted, like I was part of that when I went to the doctor this one time, but I only had allergies. But like any of those respiratory symptoms are covered. So my medicine was like super cheap. It was like Score. But they gave me a stay-at-home notice and I was like, yeah, that's easy for me. But technically for that 2 weeks, I was like legally not allowed to leave the house. It was crazy. But I imagine it must be really, really tough there. So stay safe. For sure. I don't like the gaps between the books. I think there shouldn't be any gaps. I think I'm going to redo that without the gaps. I think I'm just going to hide this layer. I don't want to see it. Okay. I wondered how it was like there though, because like when we have haze, there's like on TV they'll show the PM 2.5 reading. But I wonder if they do the same in the US. Like, are you like very aware of the air quality? Yeah, it's a bit better without having to see the previous book lineup. Because books usually sit much closer on the shelf. Need a fat book. I like to do things on the side, but sometimes you really have to zoom out to see if you're actually getting things straight. Because the books don't have to be super straight, but it'd be good if they were somewhat straight. They could be leaning on each other. The problem with the fires was it could have been prevented. Oh, really? I haven't heard much about it. But some people didn't seem to care, and this happened. That sucks. I will being as careful as possible. Yeah. The skies at time was orange and yellow tint. That's crazy. I saw videos of that, and I was just like, oh my god. That's crazy. And red at one point. At first, the air felt heavy and kind of humid, and now it kind of slight heaviness in the air, but not like before. Wow. That is so crazy. I can't imagine. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about it, but that just sounds awful that they could have been prevented. Makes me really sad. I drew something next to the books on the shelf, and I honestly don't know what it was. I wonder what should be next to her books. Like maybe another jar or a bookend. What was it? It's like a box. What is this? What is this past self? What did I draw? I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I could put like an open book. Like she took the book and didn't put it back properly. Like on its side kind of thing. Like this. It could be like a really thin book. Oops. Yeah, I need to erase this layer. Yeah. And a circle, like a crystal ball, just sitting there, maybe. Yeah, I like that. Oh. Oh my gosh, I put those on a different layer, so I was like, what happened to all the details I put in? Okay. Yeah, we're getting accomplished. We're getting the background's looking more tight. It's looking good. I do think maybe this plant needs to change. It just looks like it might be overpowering. Well. Let's see. Well, California is a desert state and easily flammable. People just forgot. Yeah, I was wondering, because like I really don't know much about California, and I know that they have forest fires sometimes, but I was wondering like what triggered it, but I guess it's the same as some places, because in Indonesia they definitely I think they definitely have some places that just like catch on fire because it's just too dry, but there's also purposeful burning there where they try to clear the land by just burning it down. Like it's some kind of old awful tradition. So you never know what the truth is, because it could be either or both. Okay, I'm gonna erase the sketch from this layer. I don't need that anymore. Oh, that was on that layer. All right. Oh my gosh, I just did that thing again where I drew and then I went like this, as if it's gonna do anything. Okay. This definitely needs a change. Which layer it's on? It's on this layer. Okay. A little too much. A little too much. I wonder if I just need to trim it a bit, like maybe like that. Or if I need to make it smaller. Or if I need to change it totally. I think I need to change it totally. I want something there. For sure. I just don't want it to be overpowering like that one was. And I should be more careful of the shapes. Nadia, hi, how are you? I'm glad you're still alive. Yeah. I think at this timing I'll probably go longer than I usually do because like it's just easier for me. I'm more awake. How are you doing? How is your day? If I find it, I will post the Discord the meme about drawing on the wrong layer. Yeah, you should. You should. I'd love to see that. The fire started because some people were doing gender reveal. Oh my god, for real? Gender reveal with fireworks. I wish it wasn't true, but unfortunately it's not the first time that caused a fire either. That is so stupid. Oh my god. That is so dumb. I don't understand those videos, the gender reveal videos. I never click on them. Sorry. Adjusting in my chair. Another pet peeve video of mine is those like, I bought an iPhone 10 and I customized it and then gave it away to random strangers on the street. I will never click on that shit. Like, in other words, I bought friends with money. And I'm trying to buy views with money too. Like, nah. Not my interest. Where is the book? We should work on the book. Yeah, let's work on the book. I think the book's on layer 1. Should I keep it on layer 1? No, it's definitely going to be another layer. Should I put it on layer 6 though? Layer 6 already has something. Let's do another layer. Just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side. I'm going to do the same thing where I kind of erase it a bit. But I put the, whoa, that's erasing it a lot. Why? Where is this other line from? Okay. Why is it on layer 4? No, I want it to be less. I would just make it lighter without messing up any of the other stuff. I wonder what that line is. There it is, layer 3. Goodbye. Okay. I'm just trying to make everything look a little bit nicer, fix any issues. Trying to make it look a little bit smoother before I start. You move it over to line art. Mark it as done. So that's what we're doing, in case anybody's curious. Because if I brought everything how rough it was into just line art as was, I mean, it would still work out, but it would take more effort when I'm doing the line art. Like, I'd probably make more mistakes. Let's see. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm loving this witchy pic and the cat. Thanks. I'm good. Yeah, there's... The day has been very quick for me because I slept a little bit later, woke up, ate, and just started streaming. And my cat has been very meowy, but now she's very happily sleeping in what we call her condo, which is just like an IKEA Kallax shelf, you know, the one that has the square inserts. I always save the bottom left one for her to sleep in. She loves it. she's all asleep there. In general, she likes to sleep in this room, so I think she's kind of happy when I come in here. Eventually, I've got to do a room tour. Eventually. There's just so many videos I have ideas for, and I just need to actually sit down and do them. So I'm kind of making the pages straight, but I also want them to look like, okay, not that straight, like they're flying open, like flapping, the pages are flapping open as she's deciding what to cook, like it's helping her decide kind of thing. And that one's not needed. That looks pretty good. Oops, this eraser is smaller. Yeah. I'm not sure if these pages would be out more. They probably would be. Try to move them forward and see how that looks. Like that. Oops. Although it looks kind of like the book is very empty. Trying to make it look like there's like clump of pages, not just single pages. So it looks like it's more full book. I don't know if it looks better like that or worse. What do you guys think? And yeah, for anybody who's watching who like isn't really as interactive, that's fine. I always watch and lurk when I watch other people's streams. But don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram, you can join our Patreon, and you can join our Discord. Everyone is welcome. You don't have to be afraid. You can post photos of your cat, you can chat, you can post photos of your art, you could promote whatever you're working on too. We have a self-promotion tab, so everyone is very welcome. And of course there's like line arts you can get on Patreon. All of those links are in the video description. So yeah, that's my sales page. Back to the drawing. I found the meme. Yay. I don't mind art memes. I like art memes. They're great. I'm not as familiar with memes in general though, but if anybody has any good ones. Some of them I don't get. Is that bad to say that? Sometimes I don't understand what they mean. Okay, so we have that. The book is good. The book's good. It needs like a title. Although I feel like this would be the back page. The front would be here, right? So we can't see the front, but it would still have something on it. I could just ignore that and put a title here like I did with the other one. Obviously, I think she's making a pumpkin pie or something because she has pumpkin. But I thought the pumpkin was just very, like, witchy, so I had to add that in. Oh, the baskets. We could work on the baskets. I still am unsure about this cat. Maybe I just need to look up more reference because I just feel like he looks like a praying mantis or something. Something about that keeps looking off to me. Maybe he needs to be fuzzier. I could give him longer hair. Where's the cat? Layer 1. Wait, if the cat's on layer 1, maybe I should move it to like layer 6. Just in case I want to adjust it later. Yeah, I'm not sure if that helps. I'll look up reference later. The face looks pretty good for now. The hair needs to be refined and all, but we'll work on the baskets. I wanted there to be like dried herbs coming out of this basket. The basket is on what layer? Layer 3. Okay. Oh, usually in the kitchen, wouldn't there be like herbs drying somewhere? Like hanging herbs? Maybe that could be here. There could be some stuff hanging instead of a plant. It could just be hanging herbs. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna look up how that should look. Posting on Discord now. Awesome. I got something to look at later. Okay, let me look up some reference for that. Because I mean, I kind of know what it should look like, but I don't really know what it looks like. See, drying herbs. Oh yeah, this is what I want. They have like a bar, and then they hook the herbs pointing down. Perfect. I feel like you wouldn't really see the bar. I would want to put the bar here, so it's like off center a bit. Then like you might see the herbs drying. I don't know if that would look weird though. Could do rosemary first. Oh, interesting, they even have garlic. Kind of like that. Okay, that looks like a weird shape. I'm not happy with that. It is on this layer. Oh, we need to full strength. We need full strength. Okay, how about this one? This one has like one going this way. This is probably time, I think. I'm gonna do a few more before I decide if I hate this or not. Just make it more loose because I really don't know if I want to keep this. Yeah, without seeing the bar, that looks weird. Let's see. Maybe the simple solution is the best solution. I like the flow of this though, but it does interrupt with this area. Okay. I'm not sure, so I think the best would be I do a copy on another layer. That way I can move one and have one where it was before and look back between the two. Yeah, we'll go back to the basket for now. The basket's on what level? Level 6. Layer level, whatever. We want it to be clean. I need to look up a reference for a basket. I want it to be like a woven, looks very nice, thank you. I want it to be like a woven basket. Let's see. I guess kind of like this. No, but I think this is different. Maybe it's a wicker basket. That I'm thinking of. Just looking for a reference to see how the handle's attached to a basket like this. Seems like they tend to be like kind of sewn in. This one has it sewn like this, and then it just is the same material. So you can have it flop over. Alright, that works. Now, is it straight? Lowering the opacity. I was gonna say occupancy. Like that's not the right word. And seeing if I could add a bit of texture, like weaving pattern to it without it getting like too crazy. Seems like it's all done in one line. So let me see what this looks like. I might not keep it. You guys, if you've been watching for a while, you know how it goes. I add it in, then I usually delete it, retry, yeah, how it is. Wish I could zoom in to the texture. Oh, there's a lot of different types actually. I don't think this will look right, but I'll just try it and then see what it looks like from afar. I don't know if I hate that or not. I guess it's some kind of pattern, but... Oh, I tried to watch this show yesterday on Netflix. It was like... It was somebody in the Phantoms. Like Josie or Julie, maybe, in the Phantoms. And I just ended up getting busy and not paying any attention to it. Ended up being in the kitchen for half of it while it played on Netflix on the TV. But it looked like really nice. It was like a kind of like a sitcom type of show with lots of singing. The singing sounded pretty good. And it was like this girl gets a band that died come back to her like ghosts. So it's kind of like very Halloween and innocence. Like, doesn't seem like there's anything bad in it. I just want to see if this looks too busy when I zoom out. I could just make it like even less. I guess it looks kind of detailed, maybe not too busy. I mean, I could do a way better job. And I could do the same thing with this basket. Let's see. But yeah, it looked like a pretty nice show, like very sitcom-y. I'll probably try to watch it again, like on purpose, without walking into the kitchen for 2 hours. Okay, I'll leave that way for now and see if I like it later. And I need to draw some plants sticking out of it. Go to layer 7. I wanted to have some dried herbs sticking out of this one. Ignore the confusion here. That's a decision to be made later. Because I did have dried herbs in the kitchen already, in here. I'll just make the rosemary shape for now. Maybe some circles. I guess they would be in bundles though. Okay, can make a rosemary shape one here. It's like these are the finished dried herbs being stored till she needs to use them. It would be nice to have some hanging herbs somewhere, but I'm not sure how to fit that in already. I might have to replan the wall if I wanted to add that. I'm just kind of making circles. Dried herbs tend to look very sticky. Like I don't think I have to be as careful with it. Trying to make this look a little less like rosemary though. We already have that. Thyme and something else looks similar. Okay. It's coming together, guys. It's coming together. Can't wait to start inking. Been waiting for so long, but now I have to reevaluate the older ones too. I really am not sure how to make them look more full like these are. But you know, I usually avoid backgrounds. And doing this has taught me that like it's just kind of like different shapes here or there. It's not as scary as I thought it was. But I also don't want to get too into the details until it just overshadows the whole drawing. That's definitely a worry. That's definitely a worry. Something to keep in mind. This time I'm just going to go ahead and make this lighter because I'm pretty sure it's the only thing on that layer. Whoosh. Oh, my iPad is getting kind of hot. I hope the battery's good. How's the battery? Let's see, it's still good. This is still a sketch, really. So, but I'm still trying to make the lines as easy to read as possible for the line art. I wonder if the handle would be that close to the edge. It could just be the angle it's at. I don't think I've honestly ever put so much effort into drawings before. I'm really just trying to really push myself and really get things right as best I can. Sometimes you also need to not care and just sketch And I've been through that too. It's just right now I just want to really try. So that later when I look back and be like, yep, I put my very best effort in. That was the best I could do at my current skill level, and I feel good about it. Oh, that's what was missing. Definitely getting a slight headache. Look, one of those days. How is everybody liking the time? Yeah, the time that we're streaming today. Definitely don't hold back on your feedback on that, because it's really good for me to stream right now. Honestly, it works really well for me because it's only what 2 o'clock? Oh, 3:30 for me in the afternoon. But I definitely want to find a good time zone for everybody. I imagine this is like where she keeps her flour or something. So I imagine this is like a packet of flour. Actually, there's this really cute story I've seen on, I think it's Nickelodeon, that's pretty much kitchen witches, where they have this, I don't know if it's from the US or Australia, because we sometimes get shows from Australia here, but they have like this cookbook that they got from the one girl's grandmother. I think she found in the attic or something. I haven't seen all the episodes. I've seen like bits of some episodes because I just catch it on TV when I happen to notice it. And they like make food together, and then like the food does something, but there's always like a consequence. It's actually a pretty interesting show. It's almost like a Baby Charmed meets Kitchen Witch. Okay, I don't want the shading after all. Plus, my sister had me read this book recently. Well, actually, I guess it's not recent already. It might have been a year ago already, where it was about a kitchen witch. I don't think I'd heard of kitchen witches before that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure about these lines. Try again. Maybe like that. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna try something different. I'm just gonna copy paste the pattern here so I can just see it. Did I actually get the pattern? Yeah. Okay. Such a hard time with these. Hello. Yeah, that kind of gives me a quick and easy look at what the pattern on both baskets would look like. So this is still from selection, so it's its own layer. Can't erase. Oh, some overlap here of handles. Okay. Let's just heal that a bit in the selection. It doesn't look super overpowering, but I'm not sure if I'll think that way later as well. I'm a little bit worried that this one's a little overpowering. Okay, now I want to work on the witch a bit and make her a little bit more refined. Is there anything? No. I'll just drop the occupancy of the layer 1. Yeah. And make a new layer for her. It's kind of like I'm doing line art, but at the same time I'm still being, it's not finished because I will be transferring this to watercolor paper and have to reline it. But I just want to make sure where all the lines are and not confuse myself. Oh, sorry guys, I missed messages. 8:33 a.m. for me just now. Oh, okay. Where are you located, Nadia? Are you in the Europe? 12:36 a.m. here. Yeah. It's getting late for you. Come on, babe. Bailey's back. Bailey wants attention. Come on, up. Up, Bailey. She's like, nope. Just gonna stay on the floor where you can accidentally step on me. She's only setting traps. She just really wants attention. So I'm now going to, wait, did I do that line? Where is this line from? I'm now going to attempt to pet her with one hand and draw with another hand. There's the There's the culprit. Okay, back to layer 10. Oh, yeah. You know, now that you say it, I feel like you've said that before, in Scotland. Oh, that is so cool. That's one of the places I really want to go. I know I've said this in a previous stream years ago, but I would love to go to Scotland. I don't know what to see there. I just want to go. Scotland and Ireland, they just look so pretty. Outside of Japan, it's like the place I'd love to go to one day. I actually was never really interested in Europe, just Scotland and Ireland. But now that I get older, I'm like, you know what? Europe would be kind of cool. It's so expensive, but it'd be kind of cool to go there. Just once, like bucket list. I don't know if I like how this is going. I'm getting too hung up on copying what I saw. Where did Bailey go? Beanie! Oh, babe! Oh my god! My hand was on the box and she jumped up and smashed her face into my hand. I feel so bad. Sorry guys, I gotta open the door for a sec. Okay. You're free, babe. Feel free to go. Nope, she doesn't want to go. Okay. Oh, this is so messy. I'm gonna have to sleep, have work in the morning. Everyone have a good night. Oh, okay, have a good night, Karina. Thanks for hanging out with us. I will see you next time. Sleep tight. Good night. I always feel bad because it takes a while for me to see the message. So I don't know if the person already left by the time I say good night. Still trying to pet Bailey with one hand. Honestly, this hair is so sketchy. I'm not quite sure what lines to keep. So this is probably subject to change. The lines I'm putting in. Oh, I just got cat nose on my arm. She's being very sweet and she's rubbing up against my arm, but ooh, so wet. So wet, babe. But a wet nose is a good nose, so that's fine. That's fine. I would set up cat cam, but I kinda really want to work on this. think we've been doing really good work recently, getting a lot of the last two finished. So, yeah. Might be looking a little stringy. I'll definitely refine this later. It's interesting inking when you think about it. I just find it really kind of interesting because when you're trying to transfer one drawing over to another, just the slight angle being off can change a whole emotion that you can see in like the sketch, for example, to the line art. It's something I'm always trying to be more careful of since I started to realize it, but it's just not easy. It's definitely an art to be able to know what lines to copy and what lines to alter and what lines to leave as is. And then there's always the problem of like you want to copy it exactly, but your hand's just like nope, and then it slips, and then you end up with a line you didn't even want. I think it's quite fascinating when you see people do line art and they make lines you wouldn't have thought of. I see a lot of artists, they like kind of deviate from their line art so much. It's kind of like, wow. I wonder why they decided to change that. Makes me curious. I usually don't ask though. I've been watching a lot more streams of other artists on Twitch, but I'm really not a talkative person. Even when I try really, really hard to like be in the chat, I find it really stressful. So I really admire the people who can like chat freely. I really appreciate you guys. 'Cause I cannot even do what you do. What is this? Was this here before? Layer 3 again. Layer 3 strikes again. Like just now I was adjusting the neck because I felt like it was a bit too thick. So I'm trying to get it to line up with her head but also be not so like super thick. I mean, necks are a lot thicker than the way I draw them anyway, but you know. Stylistic choice to make them smaller. Oh, I've been abandoned. There's no more cat here. I know where she went. Okay, I'll get my hand back. Let's see. I do wonder about the side of her face. I usually don't draw it that rounded. I would usually like cut it here more, and the chin would probably pop out more. But when I tried to fix that before, it didn't look right, so just leave it first. That's another thing that's very interesting. In the past, I've tried to take a drawing where I really like the sketch, I like the flow of it, and tried to make it more, the anatomy more correct. But in doing that, it gets stiff. It loses something that the sketch had. So it's like, when do you leave it stylized? And when do you try to refine it so it looks better overall? Something I try to contemplate when I do this. I also think it's kind of interesting to think about. I don't know, other people, maybe they don't struggle with the same things, but I feel like certain things, maybe you can just be taught it, or maybe you need to think about it for a long time to understand it. For me, I tend to need to think things through for a really long time. I don't have the luxury of education though. But if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if someone taught it to me if I can understand. I think maybe the way my brain works, I need time to figure it out on my own before it can snap and I go, oh, that's how you do that. Okay, I get it now. Does anyone else ever feel that way? I kept making this big hand, this big hand, this hand bigger because I kept thinking it was too small. Now I almost wonder if it's too big. But recently I did hear one artist say, you should always make the hands bigger than you think. I try to keep that in mind, because I definitely think I make them too small. I know the hands like almost covers your face. And my cat is back. She just doesn't know whether she's coming or going. Gotta love the puffy sleeves. Oh right, I was wondering what this is. I was imagining she had longer sleeves, but she pushed them up. Because, you know, when you're cooking, maybe you'll push up your sleeves. I like that imagery. Oops. I was considering making these see-through. She's pretty skinny. Would her arms be that thick? Maybe not. Yeah, that's just messing me up. Oh yeah, she has a problem with, she has 3 fingers. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Her thumb is on here. There we go. And this one is her wand. Actually, I don't always like to do wands for witches, but it just seems like ever since Harry Potter, you can't draw someone using magic without a wand. I was never a fan of wands before, though. It reads easier for people, though. I felt like it worked for this one, though. They could be wand witches, why not? I did make an elaborate wand for the one girl, so I have to consider whether they all have more decorative wands or just her. I think the biggest delay with drawings is just decision making. So So many decisions to make. Like, do I want the brim to be rounded, or should I bring in the squarish shape I had before? I kind of like the squarish shape. I'm not sure if it suits the rest of the drawings though. Sorry for the plane noise. Or the perks of where we live. Wonder what layer that is. I'm guessing 3. Yep. Get a little bit thicker because I've been going over my lines a lot. So obviously I just need a thicker line. If you guys missed the, I think it happened on Twitch on Wednesday. I used a doll to get the right feet positioning for this girl because I had like very rough feet penciled in, and I'm really happy with that. That worked out really well. Because I just wasn't sure quite. Sorry, there's a hair. Wasn't sure where her feet would fall in this pose. Still not like 100% perfect, but I think it looks a lot better now. Her heel should be lower. A little bit off about that. I'll have to check reference again for shoes. It's a little bit better. Whoa, I think that's sirens. It's actually quite rare where I live to hear sirens. It's kind of weird, like it's different. Because like, I feel like you hear it a lot in the US. It's probably just more people though. But then again, there's a lot of people here too. Maybe just less house calls here. Don't know. Putting a little lines under the skirt to remind me later. This is the under part. Shouldn't her leg be visible though? Probably. Okay. I'm thinking I either need a break or need to end this stream. I'm not sure which, but actually it's quite late. I think I'll end the stream here, guys. I wanna get some food. I don't like to eat on stream, especially since there's no face cam, so that'd be weird. But we've done really good progress today. Like, we took this really far to being finished. I think it's pretty much oh, I need to make some decisions, but it's pretty much finished. And in the, if you missed the Twitch stream on Wednesday, we finished this one. It's not like, it's not as refined to this one, but I'm pretty happy with where it is. I just need to fix the window. And I have to make some decisions about the old ones because I filled out these so much that my older three, they don't look as complete anymore. I have to consider what I could do. I mean, like, she's in the sky. There's really not much I could do to finish this unless I put like a town shape in the distance at the bottom, which I've tried to do before and I'm not very good at. This one I wanted to add a cat somewhere, I just don't know where, and I'm not sure how else to finish this because I imagine this is outside, so I don't know if it's, I want everything to be cohesive, so I'm not sure if it's good to have two detailed ones and then two less detailed ones, or if I should try to pad out the detail. That's decisions I have to make. Decisions I have to make for sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, you can support me on Patreon. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And don't forget, if you like Discord, I have a Discord server. You can share your cat photos, your dog photos, your hamster photos, whatever pet you have. You can share your art. You can post links to your stuff. There's a whole self-promo tab and everything. You can just chat with us. I love Discord. I love chatting with you guys. So definitely, sorry, clearing my throat. Definitely check it out. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be back on Friday next week at the same time, 1 p.m. So it's the same time as this week. I'm going to give it another try, see how this goes. So far, I think it's going really good. Feel free to leave your feedback in the comments, what timing you prefer. And check me out on Twitch, same timing, 1 p.m. Singapore time, on Wednesdays. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had a really fun stream. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you next week. Next Wednesday on Twitch is the next one. Okay, bye.